So here we are back on the trail, off to Gargrave to restart the Pennine Way, and somebody's tripped over and broken a fingernail on a platform near London, so all the trains have been cancelled. No, there's a fire or something, so we're about an hour later for the train, so we've got to wait an hour, and we'll be getting into Gargrave probably about 11 o'clock. So all's good. Do a bit hiking, maybe up to Malham and camp there. The best thing is the bloody weather is going to be like amazing, hopefully. So there you go.
Startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now
here we are, back in Gargrave, back on the Pennine Way with Mark. We've done 70 miles, we're probably about 75, and we're on the way to Kirkyet home. But we're probably not going to get that far. We'll do a week or a bit more, see how we go.
yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise.
On the campsite in Malham, just below Malham Cove. We walked about 6.5 miles today from Gargrave, and we decided to stop early because overnight tonight the winds could be around 45 miles an hour and heavy rain, and it started raining about 1:30, 2 o'clock. It's now 3 o'clock. So we're just taking it easy because with the first day there's no point in going up onto the high ground behind Malham Cove because it is quite windy up on the hills. Down here it's very sheltered, so we're going to pop off to the pub in a bit, have a couple of pints, come back, and we're going to cook our own food because it's just very expensive in the pub. Might have a look in the shop, and I see the old little shop in the village centre, that's all derelict and closed down now. I've been in there so many times, but there seems to be another shop in the village up behind the Buck Inn or whatever it's called, the big pub, which is closed for refurbishment, but the other pub's open. So that's what we're up to. Push on tomorrow. We might walk into the evening tomorrow, see if we can get some good miles in. So first pub of the holiday.
Treat me breezy, we go easy on our tiptoes.
Back to the campsite from the pub. Got my sandwiches for tomorrow. Had a few pints. Going to get my dinner on when I get back. Too expensive in there. It is right grim weather now. Blimey. That's the first day done and dusted. What a nice day it's been. Lovely weather over lunchtime. A few pints in the pub. Back to the tent. Something to eat. And it's going to be an early night. We'll set off early in the morning. Hope to do about 18 miles tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. Good morning, and what a bloody night it's been. That wind's been howling like crazy all night long. Thank God we're down here on the campsite, because I doubt very much any tent could have stood up there last night. Blooming heck. Anyway, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning, new time, as the clocks have changed, and we're starting to get ready to get on the road very slowly. It's probably going to be about an hour and a half, but we're getting there. What's that? It's that time of night when you're wandering about thinking, where shall I put the tent? We originally thought of going down to the river down there, but it's probably noisy and we've completely had it. We've walked a long way today. So we're going to camp at the side of the farmer's track. There's no sheep round here. His sheep are near the farm because of the lambs, so he may not be coming up here, although his hay wagons are there. He's been feeding hay to some sheep, but they're not here now. So we're going to go for it. Here, we'll be gone early in the morning. It's nearly 6 o'clock now. 6 o'clock in new money. 7 in old money. Well, we've walked 16 and a half miles today, and we've walked from Malham to almost halfway to Hawes, but we didn't go over Pennine. We just didn't feel up to that. You know, I certainly didn't. So we went into Horton in Ribblesdale, no shop there. Good job we got a bit of food with us. We went into a pub that was sort of closing down, had a crap beer, and we probably should have gone into the pub near the campsite. It might have been a bit better, but we were keen to press on because we kind of want to get to the Tan Hill Inn at the right time of day to get pitch the tents there. That'll be the day after tomorrow. So all in all, a pretty tough day today. No real problems, just tired. So gonna have something to eat now and a rest and hope the farmer don't come along. Here we are, cooking in the tent again. Coffee, noodles with some couscous, and then I shall have a main meal as well. Mark's just gone up the top of that small hill there so he can let Elise know that he's safe and sound, and then pass the message on to Helen because we've got no signal down here. So all's good. 9 miles into Hawes tomorrow, where we'll need to stock up on a bit of food. Mark's built his fuel, so we need to buy a bit more fuel, and it's all good. So yeah, the weather's absolutely fantastic. That fierce wind has completely disappeared now. We're catching the last of the evening sun, which is quite warm. I'm sure it's going to get a bit colder tonight, but everything's pretty good. So last time I was in this valley, I walked with Dad. Dad was 83. We did like a 6-day camping trip, and we stopped at the Ribblehead bunkhouse at the pub where the Ribblehead Viaduct is. We stayed there, and then we went on to Dent, and then a bit further north on the Dales Highway, which is a fantastic route that I've been thinking about my dad today, and bringing back memories, which is always moving. So me kettle's boiling, so time to get my tea on. So that hill over there, that's Ingleborough. Hey? Just talking to the camera. Oh. And behind us, you can't see it, is Pennine, and that's Whernside, just peeking out over there. I've never actually been to the top of Whernside. I've been Ingleborough a couple of times, Pennine a couple of times. I've been over the flank of Whernside, but never to the top. Such a beautiful evening after yesterday's storm at night. Yeah, really nice. So quiet here, just here. Hope I get a good night's sleep tonight. Usually have a strong ibuprofen sometimes. I think I'll have one tonight. It helps my muscles relax. Stops you twitching when you're laying down in bed. I'll see you in the morning. I don't know whether you can see me, but that bird that murmurs at this time of year, like the mating call, you get it on moors and stuff. You can hear it round here murmuring. Fantastic. Morning, back on the trail again, heading to Hawes. It's a lovely quiet morning this morning, and the curlew kept going backwards and forwards over the tent all morning, sort of giving a call, and oh, it was so nice. Lovely, peaceful, quiet morning this morning after battling with the wind yesterday. Yeah. It's about 8:30 now. Certainly a nice spot here, a nice spot last night. I know, it's a good one and all the bikers come here. Cheers, pint of old peculiar. A good pint too. Well, we ended up going in the cafe up the road. Turns out after queuing for about 10 minutes, 45-minute wait for food. So then we've come down to check the pubs out. One pub is really expensive, like over 20 quid for a meal, and the other 3 pubs are not doing food, so we've resorted to the Spa, which I'm quite happy with. Mark's a bit disappointed, so you can say that we're really saving ourselves for the Tam Hill Inn now. Yeah, we're outside the White Hart Inn now. Just had another pint, a local beer. We'll be setting off in a minute, we can manage it. Got a few extra snacks to last me the next couple of days. Cottage there, that's where me and Helen stayed for a week a few years ago. Quite nice inside. Supposed to be the bloody Pennine Way. I got hooked up at the last dial. Now I'm fucking hooked up. Now I'm stuck. Oh, you bastard. It's interesting, isn't it? The green dragon. Point number 3. It's supposed to be hiking. We've got to get up bloody Fountains Fell yet. Is that what it is, Mark? Nice drop of Hello. Can't beat the point to that, can you?
Oh, no.
Like that sign, look. Use the back door, no exception. That was me back in the 70s. With my teepee on my back roof and travelling around the country. They were. Buttertubs Pass. Done that on the push bike. Done a lot of cycling around here. Not after 3 pints of Old Peculiar though. Mark is leading me into bad ways. If it's not Mark leading me into bad ways, it's Steve. Oh, good beer that. By gum, that's good beer. Or Norman. Could it be Norman leading me into bad ways? Maybe it's myself. Anyway, Mark's giving me funny looks now. There's the top of the mountain. That's where we're camping. We're nearly at the top of Great Shunner Fell. We just had to sit down for 5 minutes. I was feeling a bit wobbly. Mark's carrying on. He's going to stop on the top of that bank up there. 200 metres left of the path is a well marked on the map. I think it could be something to do with, there's about 8 beacons all the way around this fell, and the well was probably made at the same time as the beacons for water. There's a spring there, but there must be some kind of man-made receptacle for the water, so I'll show you that when we get there. Here we are, home for the night. The spring's just up there, nice and clean water for this type of environment where most of it's all peaty, so that's nice. So we decided to camp near the springs, and the views are absolutely incredible. You can see Pennine on the horizon over there. Through that gap there you can see the Lake District, and going over that way, presumably that might be the Howgill, edge of the Howgills. So it is very quiet. We're so lucky, there's no wind, and this vast landscape here is just so quiet and beautiful.
Songbirds sing their evening hymn, as beyond the world's far rim, to the west the sunset glows in a blaze of gold and rose. Shadows fall and daylight pales, dusk like lilac-coloured veils falls above the drowsy world. Every leaf is dew impearled. Sometimes sunset seems to me like a glimpse of things to be, pictures painted by God's hand, showing us that other land. Heaven, like a wide blue sea, flows into eternity, and the stars are like isles that lie, gleaming in the depths of sky. On the shore, clouds break like waves into dim and rosy caves, and the silver mountains rise like the peaks of paradise. Sorrow fades and falls away with the closing of the day, just as if the fainting soul, satisfied, had seen its goal. Then, when darkness fills the skies and the lovely vision dies, descends and peace is won at the setting of the sun.
There you go. Nice mug of tea. Lost my Montan cap. This is my winter one, but my summer cap, I suppose it could be buried in my bag somewhere, but that'll have to wait till tonight. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day. Mark's just gone off 5 minutes ago. So let's head to the top of the Great Shunner Fell and I'll meet him there.
Gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely, I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no, 'cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back.
It's nice in some bad weather sitting in here, but it's like a community room, like a village hall sort of place. Few cakes and pop, that's it. Help yourself and put the money in a box or you can pay with a card.
Stone could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why I'm always feeling homesick. Oh,
Town Hill in. Been a long walk.
all I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh. Perhaps I'm going back, but I don't have to be chasing every dream that I have. Oh, no. 'Cause the thing is I've got more love here than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you.
We pitched up, we struggled to find somewhere this evening, but after about a half an hour of wandering about, we eventually managed to come across this little spot, but it's right by an estate road which looks like it's well used, so we just hope the gamekeepers or whatever are friendly if they happen to come by. But we walked today from just before Great Shunner Fell through Keld, where we visited the little tea room place, help yourself jobby, and then up to the Tan Hill where we had a couple of pints and a meal, and we've walked about 3.5 miles from Tan Hill followed the beck down, and that's where we camped now. But again, it's hard work. We've done about 14 miles today. I can't say that it's easy, but it's certainly nice to have this great weather and get out on an adventure and, you know, try and make the most of everything really. And, you know, it's great having Mark's company. It's fantastic and great inspiration. So what's that? Some ducks flying over. Some, can you hear them? Geese somewhere. So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. We're going to try and get to Middleton in Teesdale tomorrow. Stop on the campsite, visit the hotel for a meal, and try and have a shower, I think. So it's day 5 tomorrow. We're listening to the snipe. See if you can hear them. It's too cold to get out of the tent now and have a look. But they're right close to the tent. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's too cold to get out now though. Even got my gloves on in bed. campsite in Middleton in Teesdale. Bit of an easier day today. I don't know what we've done, Mark, 14 miles, and it's not been too hilly, so gonna have a shower, charge my power bank, go into the village and go to the shop, go to the pub, and then come back, set off again tomorrow. So yeah, we just had a meal and a couple of pints in the pub, and that's it. Back to the campsite now. Mark's on about going home tomorrow, but we bought a massive bag of bloody shopping to last us 3 days. But no, we're going to try and get to Olston while the weather's good, and then call it quits there, because Mark wants to get back to work. So good morning from the campsite in Middleton in Teesdale, and at the moment the rest of the trip logistically is in flux. We're going to see how we go on, and you know, my knees and legs are struggling a bit. Mark's got a few physical problems, but see, if you get to Olston, logistically it's not easy to get to a train line from there. There's hardly any bus services. You could walk on further to Holt Whistle another day, the train station connecting to the main lines at Carlisle there, or if we finished at Dufton the day after tomorrow, you can walk the 3 miles to Appleby in Westmorland and use that train to get up to Carlisle and get home that way. So we're going to see how we get on. The ball's in Mark's court. Originally I wanted to get over Crossfell on this trip, but now I've given up that idea and just leave it completely up to Mark and our physical abilities. So that's the state of play at the moment. So yesterday we did about 14 miles. I think the day before was about 15. I've forgotten now. Mark's been working it all out. It's on the way back from the pub last night. This owl just flew right by us. It was being so close to it. It was massive. There's been owls all night long keeping us awake, and a bit of traffic on that road, and also a deer barking like mad in the night for ages in that bit of waste ground between us and what looks like the council tip. So let's get a bit of breakfast on the go. Something I've not added, these little pots. I just bought it in the co-op for this morning. I don't normally buy stuff like that, it's just too expensive. I normally use just a bit of porridge from home out and stick it in a plastic bag, but I'm going to give that a go for convenience, which is looking a bit weird in there. I mean, you're only getting a bloody spoonful of porridge to start with. I lost my Gore-Tex cap, what Elise and Mark bought me for Christmas or my birthday last year, one or the other. Anyway, I love that little cap. I think I lost it on Great Shunnafell somewhere. The white painted cottages of Teesdale are an absolutely beautiful traditional feature. The coat soon come off this morning. It's about, I suppose it's about 9:30 now, and bloody hell, it's warm for the beginning of April. I do remember doing a trip with my dad and my brother and a couple of friends around Knoydart in mid-April years ago, and 22 degrees. Got some fantastic picture of us lazing around in Barrowsdale Bay in just our underpants soaking up the sun. I stayed on that campsite before, back in about 1987-88. I'd not long bought a Peugeot 205 GTI, a nice graphite grey one with red piping, and it was about 6 months old, and What a fantastic car, real driver's car, love that. I'll see if I can dig out a photo of that to show you. Some buds on this tree. It's still so early in the year, despite the fantastic weather. Hardly any bushes and everything are really budding yet. It's not really any flowers out at all. The daffodils are almost over and the snowdrops, but beautiful.